You've had one of those days. Everything goes wrong. Your coffee maker breaks, traffic is terrible, your boss dumps extra work on you, and the kids are fighting when you get home. You're exhausted, frustrated, and you want something to make you feel better. So you tell yourself, I work hard. I deserve this. Before you know it, you're in the Target checkout line with a cart full of unplanned purchases. Or you're clicking Add to Cart online, justifying each buy with those three dangerous words. I deserve it. Sound familiar? If you've ever said, I deserve it before making a purchase you later regretted, you're not alone. You've fallen into one of the most financially dangerous traps that exists. Today, we're breaking it down, understanding why it happens, and learning how to escape it for good. I'm Frankie, and this is Frankie Finance, where we talk about the real psychology behind money decisions. Your financial success isn't just about budgets and spreadsheets. It's about understanding the mental traps that keep you stuck and learning how to outsmart them. Let me start with a hard truth. I deserve it is one of the most financially dangerous sentences you can say. Before you think I'm telling you to never treat yourself, hear me out. This isn't about living like a monk. This is about understanding what's happening in your brain when you use those words. When you say, I deserve it, you're not making a logical financial decision. You're making an emotional one. And emotions can be terrible financial advisors. What do you actually deserve? You deserve peace of mind. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve options when life throws curveballs. You deserve to help people you care about when they need it. But that fancy item you'll forget next week? That car to impress people who don't care? That impulse purchase giving you 5 minutes of happiness followed by buyer's remorse? That's not what you deserve. That's what your emotions want in the moment. Here's what's really happening. Every time you spend money, especially on something exciting, your brain rewards you with dopamine. It's the same rush from sugar, social media, or slot machines, and like those things, it's designed to keep you coming back. Your brain doesn't care about long-term financial goals. It wants survival, safety, and short-term pleasure. That's what it's wired for since the days when winning meant not getting eaten by a tiger. But we don't have tigers anymore. We have temptations. Add to cart buttons, limited time sale signs, and 0% financing available offers. Your brain still thinks you're in survival mode. When payday hits, your brain says, great, we survived another 2 weeks. Time to celebrate. That celebration becomes, I deserve this. And suddenly you're convincing yourself that jacket is an investment. Your brain wasn't built for money. It was built to survive. In survival mode, there are two drives: avoid pain and seek pleasure. When you've had a stressful day, your brain sees that stress as pain. What does it want? Pleasure to balance it out. Enter retail therapy. Shopping feels like medicine for your stressed brain. For a few minutes, you focus on something fun instead of problems. You get excitement imagining how this new thing will improve your life. When you buy it, you get that dopamine hit that makes everything feel better. But here's the cruel part. That feeling doesn't last. A few hours later, maybe days if you're lucky, you're back where you started. Only now, you have less money. This creates what psychologists call a hedonic treadmill. You need bigger and more frequent purchases to get the same emotional boost. What used to be satisfied by a $5 coffee now requires a $50 shopping trip. What used to be $50 now requires $500. Meanwhile, your actual problems are still there. They might be worse because now you have less money to deal with them. Let's talk numbers. That $10 latte and muffin twice a week, that's over $1,000 a year. On coffee and snacks. Those Target runs where you go for toothpaste and leave with $50 of random items? Once a month, that's $600 a year gone. Add occasional, I deserve it, clothing purchases, impulse buys and checkout lines, forgotten subscription services, and convenience purchases because you're too tired to plan ahead. Suddenly, you're looking at thousands of dollars a year that just disappeared. Money that could have paid off debt, built an emergency fund, or saved for that vacation you actually want. But the cost isn't just financial. There's an emotional cost, too. First comes guilt. You're riding the high until you check your bank balance, and that sinking feeling hits. Why did I do that? Now, instead of feeling better, you're stressed about money again. Then comes the impact on bigger goals. Every dollar on impulse spending is a dollar not going toward what you say you want. You say you want to be debt-free but keep adding to credit cards. You say you want to save for a house but your savings stays empty. Why do smart people keep falling into the same financial trap? First, stress and overwhelm. When life feels chaotic, retail therapy feels like the only thing you can control. You can't control your boss or kids, but you can control buying that thing that caught your eye. Second, social influence. If friends are always buying new clothes, coworkers eat out daily, or your social media shows people's latest purchases, it's hard not to feel like you should be spending too. Third, sneaky marketing. Companies spend billions studying human psychology. They know exactly how to make you feel like you need their product. Ever notice how skincare ads say, you deserve this luxury? They're not selling products. They're selling the feeling that you deserve them. Fourth, lack of a bigger goal. When you don't have clear financial vision, it's easy to focus on short-term wants instead of long-term gains. Saving for a house down payment isn't as exciting as getting a package tomorrow. Here are 5 practical strategies to break free that actually work. Strategy 1, the pause technique. Before any non-essential purchase, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, would I still want this if I had to wait 24 hours? Is this helping or hurting my financial goals? Is there another way to get the same good feeling without spending money? Just asking these questions usually breaks the spell. That urgent need to buy something right now fades when you give it a moment. Add items to wish lists instead of carts. Wait a few days. 9 times out of 10, you'll realize you didn't need it. Strategy 2, create free rewards. Sometimes you really do need a pick-me-up. The key is swapping expensive treats for free alternatives that give the same emotional boost. Rough work day? Go for a walk while listening to your favorite podcast instead of hitting the mall. Feeling stressed? Light a candle, take a bath, put on cozy socks, and read. Craving something sweet? Make homemade brownies instead of buying expensive versions. Find ways to feel good without wrecking your budget. Strategy 3, set up fun money. Trying to cut out all fun spending is like crash dieting. It works briefly, then you rebel and go overboard. Instead, give yourself permission to spend within a set limit. Maybe $30 monthly for coffee and treats. Maybe $50 for books or small purchases. Use cash or a separate account. When it's gone, it's gone. Make it intentional. Instead of mindless daily coffee, ask, what will actually bring me joy this month? Strategy 4, make goals visible. It's easy to justify small purchases in the moment, but those purchases steal money from bigger dreams. Print a picture of your dream vacation and put it on your fridge. Create a debt payoff chart and color in progress. Set your phone's lock screen to represent your financial goal. Use sticky notes for reminders. Track progress in fun ways. Seeing progress can be more satisfying than impulse purchases. Strategy 5, track emotional triggers. Most people don't know what triggers their I deserve it moments. Start paying attention. Do you spend more when stressed, bored, after scrolling social media? Keep a simple note in your phone. What triggered the spending urge? What did you buy or almost buy? How did you feel afterward? Once you see patterns, you can interrupt them. If stress triggers shopping, have a plan ready that addresses the stress instead of covering it up. You deserve something better than random shopping trips or impulse purchases. You deserve financial peace. You deserve to sleep well without worrying about money. You deserve options when life throws curveballs. You deserve to help people you care about. You deserve to build the life you want instead of reacting to emotions. The I deserve it trap isn't about deserving anything. It's about instant gratification, winning over long-term thinking. It's about emotions making decisions your logical brain would never make. But now you have tools to fight back. You know how to pause before purchasing. You know how to create rewards that don't cost money. You know how to set up systems that let you enjoy life without destroying your financial future. Most importantly, you understand this isn't about willpower. It's about understanding how your brain works and setting up your environment to support the choices you actually want to make. Breaking free from the I deserve it trap takes practice and patience. But every time you pause before an impulse purchase, every time you choose a free reward over an expensive one, every time you remember your bigger goals in a moment of temptation, you're building a stronger financial future. Start with one strategy. Pick the one that resonated most and try it for a week. Notice what happens. Notice how it feels to make intentional choices instead of emotional ones. If this video helped you understand your spending patterns, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs this message. Subscribe to Frankie Finance for more videos about the psychology behind money decisions, and leave a comment telling me which strategy you'll try first. Remember, building wealth isn't just about making more money. It's about making better decisions with the money you already have. And now you have the tools to do exactly that. Your future self will thank you for every small step you take today. Each time you choose long-term thinking over instant gratification, you're not just saving money. You're rewiring your brain to make better decisions automatically. Think about where you want to be financially 1 year from now, 5 years from now. What would that version of yourself tell you about the purchase you're considering right now? Would they say it's worth delaying your dreams? Or would they encourage you to stay focused on what really matters? The path to financial freedom isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about catching yourself in those I deserve it moments and choosing differently. It's about building habits that serve your future instead of just your present emotions. You have everything you need to break free from this trap. You understand the psychology. You have practical strategies. Most importantly, you have the power to choose differently starting right now. The next time you feel that familiar urge to justify a purchase with, I deserve it, remember this video. Remember that you deserve something much better than temporary satisfaction. You deserve lasting financial peace and the freedom that comes with it.